Traditionally, we think of dogs and cats as enemies. However, with selection of the right individuals and careful introductions, they can and often get on very well. Whether you already have a dog and are considering getting a cat or vice versa, it is very important to think about their first introduction. In this video, we will tell you how to introduce a cat to a dog. Number 8. Choose the proper location for the first meeting. Whether it's a new cat coming home to a resident dog or vice versa, the existing pet needs to have a safe place to be, which contains all their necessary and desired resources, including food, water, toys, sleeping areas, etc. And for cats, litter trays, scratch poles, perching, and hiding places. Extra resources may need to be bought and can be distributed throughout the home so the cat and dog are not having to share. Ideally, this space should be where they normally choose to be and where they feel safe and happy. Resident cat and new dog. If you're adopting a dog, you should not take your cat to meet him at the shelter or other establishment which houses a number of animals for health and safety reasons. Instead, the introduction should take place at home. Resident dog to new cat. If you're adopting a cat, do not take your dog into the shelter and expose him to the cats, as this can be highly stressful or traumatic for all of the cats. Also, it is not necessarily a good indicator to how the dog will react at home. Number 7, separate the animals. After a few days, rotate which animal has freedom and which is confined to allow each animal plenty of time to investigate the other one's scent. Sometimes the dog should be confined to a crate or another room, or taken to another location if he can't be left alone, to allow the cat time to roam free and investigate the smell of the dog. If the dog obsessively digs at the separation barrier or barks at the cat for more than a day or two, the interaction likely won't work without proper training. You may need the help of a professional. When no one is home, the dog or cat must always be securely confined so unsupervised interactions are not possible. Once the dog is calm, or at least not obsessed with the cat, and the cat is calm, eating and using the litter box normally, you can proceed to the next step. Number 6, make leashed introductions. Allow both animals to be in the same room at the same time, but keep the dog securely leashed. Continue with this type of introduction until the dog is calm and ignores the cat, and the cat is calm, eating and using the litter box normally. If there is any fear or aggression displayed on either animal's part, stay at step 2 longer. Continue indefinitely until both the dog and cat seem happy and relaxed around each other. When no one is home, the dog or cat should be securely confined to separate areas so unsupervised interactions are not possible. Number 5, scent swapping. The first step in introducing the new housemates should be swapping each other's scent, rather than any face-to-face introduction. Both dogs and cats rely heavily on scent and chemical communication, and so will be able to gather information about each other by sniffing to gently get used to each other's scents. This can be achieved through rubbing the dog with a cloth or leaving it in their bed, then placing it into the cat's area, and vice versa. The scented item should initially be placed away from the cat's valued resources in case it causes anxiety and prevents the cat from accessing what it needs. Scent swapping can be repeated over a few days, gradually rubbing each other's scents into the other's resources, as long as they appear relaxed about the other's odor. It is likely that scent swapping will also occur naturally as the owner moves between each animal's space, carrying the odor of the other on hands, clothing, etc. Number 4, investigating each other's areas. When both appear interested but calm about or ignore the scent of the new pet, Then it may be time to move to allowing each to investigate the other's areas, such as allowing the new arrival to explore the gap area outside their space, such as the corridor adjoining the room the new cat lives in, and then beyond. Once they go back into their own space, the dog can be allowed to investigate where the cat has been exploring. As things progress and the new pet appears comfortable to investigate further, take the dog out for a walk and have a family member allow the cat to explore an area the dog frequents, and vice versa. Because of the nature of how dogs are generally trained, socialized, and habituated, it may be easier for a new dog to comfortably explore, whereas it may take a new cat longer to feel relaxed in a new territory, especially one with a dog in it. Number 3, visual contact. All going well, small amounts of limited visual contact can begin. This must happen when both are calm and both able to escape with no opportunity for either to A, directly approach, and B, become trapped or have their retreat access blocked. Important, neither must be confined or excessively restricted, such as do not place a cat or dog in a crate and allow the other to approach. This could prove very distressing for the individual in the crate, as they have no choice to escape in the face of an advancing threat. There must be gentle, force-free restraint of the dog, such as a well-fitting body harness, and connect to a loose lead, and the cat must be free to retreat, move away, with hiding places to access nearby. Visual introductions are best done through a partially covered barrier, such as a baby gate, mainly covered by a draped towel, whilst both pets are positively engaged in a calm, enjoyable activity, like a toy game with a human or a self-directed puzzle feeder. Initially, a lot of distance should be allowed between the pets and the session should be kept short. If both pets are relaxed with increasing visual access to each other with a gradually uncovered baby gate, then allow them to move a little closer to each other. Number 2, actual contact. Sooner or later, time scale to be dependent on the individual's needs, there will come a time when the cat and dog have smelled, heard, and seen each other for long enough to know about each other. They will have been kept apart to prevent any problematic interactions, and they will have been rewarded for being calm around each other. It's time for them to stand on their own 4 paws. When it is anticipated that they will be able to share a space comfortably, the barriers can come down for a while. This should only happen when it is very likely that they will be fine together, as has been assessed over multiple gradual and careful sessions. Introductions should always be under direct supervision. This means active monitoring and prevention of problems through positive distractions, such as food, toy luring if necessary. A lure, such as a toy or treat, can be used to guide them into doing what you are trying to teach them, and then reward them with the toy or treat. Number 1, warning signs. If the dog remains overly focused, does not take his eyes off the cat or the door, completely ignores you, or lunges suddenly as soon as the cat moves, this is probably a dangerous match. If you are looking for a dog for your resident cat, try another dog. If this is your dog, you should probably not get him a cat. If at any time the dog lunges towards, growls, snaps at, or shows any aggression towards a calm, quiet, still cat, this match will probably not work out. The same holds true if a cat attacks a calm, quiet dog. If you are committed to make the relationship work, you will probably need a professional at this point. If you're looking for a cat for your dog and your dog displays questionable behavior around a cat who is growling, hissing, and swatting, try again with another, calmer cat. If he continues to display questionable behavior around multiple cats, it's likely he should not live with cats. If it is your cat who is growling, hissing, or swatting, give the cat a break and try again another day. You might also need to try a different dog. A cat who continually hisses and growls at all types of dogs will likely not want to live with dogs. Your cat may tolerate a dog, but she probably won't be happy, which is an unfair situation for her. If the cat stops eating, drinking, using the litter box, or visiting with family members, she is not happy. You might want to consider finding a better match or contacting a professional animal behaviorist for advice. Do let us know in the comments if this video helped you in introducing both your pets. Please subscribe to the All Cats. Thanks for watching.